This is a training exercise on catching features. In this terrain we have some really distinctive lines like this trail and this vegetation boundary and the clearings there and the road, and we've set a course where you have a distinctive orange level control site some distance in front of that catching feature, and the idea is that the orienteer is taking a loose compass bearing and they don't know exactly where they're going. They might going to end up in some range like that, and they ignore the control if they see it. They hit the catching feature. In this case it's functioning very much as a backstop, so they can't go beyond this, and then they relocate, probably using the clearing in this particular case, and find the control from there. The idea is not to navigate perfectly. We're simulating the inevitable situation that crops up in a race sometimes where you haven't been paying enough attention, and the only thing you can do is rely on something distinctive to catch you and then pull you in the right direction. And in order to do this well, you need to set a course that it's actually realistic to use some of these catching features, and you can also set a course where the orienteer is coming in at an angle and doing kind of like an aiming off kind of situation. Also, there's also a good use of terrain like this. It might not work that well in really hilly terrain because that's not a realistic time to be using kind of backstops like this, because there's often other things in front of you that mean that it's obvious to not go all the way down a hill or all the way up a hill. But on flat terrain, this is an incredibly useful technique, and you don't want race day to be the first time that you have to rely on this. You need to feel that you can run through the terrain, and if you lose it, you have a strategy to deal with that, and you can just refocus on the new strategy and know that you're minimizing the downside.